So, organization is defined as differentiation of body parts या फिर differentiation of body into smaller parts or smaller units which are arranged in a which are arranged in such an orderly manner to form a larger part is known as organization. Next, a third characteristics of living organism is growth and development. All living organisms show growth and development. They increase in their size and these changes are permanent and irreversible. When a child is born, he is so small in size, but after some years he grows in size, and after some time he attains a definite shape and size when he reaches in the adulthood. After reaching in the adulthood stage, his growth remains stop, and that growth becomes permanent and irreversible for him. This is a growth, and development is sum of changes that that occurs in an organism during its lifetime. Development includes the change from a young child when he grows in size to form adult, and adult after some year gets old age, and finally death of the organism occurs. Then all these changes starting from the birth of child to the death of organism is known as development. Next characteristics of living organism is reproduction. Re means again, production means formation. So reproduction is defined as the ability of organism to reproduce and form a new young one or new individual. all living organisms starting from lower organisms like bacteria, fungi, algae, bacteria, fungi, protozoans, etc. These are the lower organisms. Starting from lower organisms to higher organisms. Higher organisms like all mammals. These all organisms, lower organisms or higher organisms, they show reproduction phenomena or reproduction process. Third point in reproduction is time of reproduction. Varies in all living organisms. In some organisms, the reproduction time may be started from minutes to weeks to months to year. In every organism's reproduction period is different. And reproduction is further divided into two types: asexual reproduction and second is sexual reproduction. Some organisms like lower organisms include bacteria, fungi, protozoans. They are reproduced by the asexual method, but the higher organisms like mammals, etc., they reproduce by the sexual method. In asexual method, there is no formation of gametes takes place, but in sexual reproduction, gametes are essential for the process of reproduction. Next characteristics of living organism is metabolism. Metabolism is defined as the chemical reactions which are going on continuously in our body, whether we are sleeping or not. And these chemical reactions are like digestion. The food is digested with the help of various enzymes, and these enzymes show chemical reactions. Circulation, respiration, etc. These are the These processes occurs in our body with the help of chemical reactions, and all these processes are termed as metabolic processes. Or metabolism may be defined as exchange of materials and energy within an organism or between organisms or their environment. The question is that how energy is exchanged within an organism and between organism and his environment. Let us take the example of respiration process. Respiration is also a metabolic process. मेटाबॉलिक प्रोसेस है, केमिकल रिएक्शन की हेल्प से हो रही है. तो विद इन द बॉडी ऑफ ऑर्गेनिज्म हाउ materials and energy is exchanged. We take oxygen inside our body, and this oxygen going to our lungs, which absorb this oxygen, and this oxygen is then utilized by our body cells for getting energy by breakdown of food or by other cells for performing various activities. This is the exchange of materials and energy within body. Second, exchange of materials and energy between organism and environment. In environment, oxygen is present, and this oxygen is respired by the living organisms. This is present in the environment, and this oxygen goes inside our body. So it is the exchange of material, that is oxygen, between environment and between organism. Now metabolism is further divided into two categories. First is anabolism and second category is catabolism. In anabolism, there is building up or synthesis of complex substances from simple substance. But in catabolism, there is breakdown of complex substance or nutrients into simpler form. This is the difference between anabolism and catabolism. In anabolism, there is synthesis of complex substance, but in catabolism, there is breakdown of complex substance into simple form. Example anabolic प्रोसेस का क्या बनाना है, हमें सिंपल सब्सटेंस से कॉम्प्लेक्स सब्सटेंस बनाना है. तो सिंपल सब्सटेंस हम लेके चल रहे हैं कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड प्लस वाटर in presence of light and chlorophyll. This is the photosynthesis reaction in which plants prepare their food by using simple substances, and by using these simple substances plants prepare their food which is a complex substance. So this is the anabolism. There is synthesis of complex substance from the simple substance. Second is catabolism. In catabolism, there is breakdown of complex substance into the simpler form. So take the example. This is glucose or carbohydrate, and this carbohydrate is broken down into the simpler form with the help of enzymes, and this complex form, that is carbohydrate, is broken down into simpler form, that is 6 CO2 plus 6 water plus energy. And this energy which is released in this catabolic reaction is used up for various processes or oxidative breakdown of food which releases energy to our body. Both these, next point, both these catabolic and anabolic reaction goes continuously or simultaneously in our body. And this is possible because of compartmentalization of protoplasm by different cell organelles. In our body there are different cell organs like mitochondria, which provide energy to the body in the form of ATP, and the cell organs like ribosomes, which help in protein synthesis. Other cell organelles like smooth endoplasmic reticulum, which help in lipid synthesis. In plants there is presence of chlorophyll, क्लोरोप्लास्ट जो ग्रीन प्लांट्स में फूड प्रिपेयर करता है. नेक्स्ट सेल ऑर्गेनेल इज लाइसोसोम्स which help in killing foreign particles in the food or in the body. So this is the compartmentalization, means every cell organism has divided its function, and due to this division of function to every cell organism, these both catabolic and anabolic activities goes continuously in our body.